Great evening, everybody. Checking in live. Happy Tuesday. Checking in on Facebook, checking in on IG. I want to see who's up on the East Coast. Yes, I know it's late in the evening, but on West Coast, then it's only dinner time. I'm looking for the ones who went to work today and said, you know what, from 6 to 9, from 7 to 10, from midnight to 2 a.m., whatever. I'm going to work on my dreams. So I'm coming to you live. I'm super excited. I just want to have a conversation about transformation tonight. I want to have a conversation to those out there with those out there who's saying, you know what, I want some change in my life. You see, not fourth quarter, but first quarter is almost over, right? And so I want to talk to that person out there who has some goals. I want to talk to that person out there who's been struggling with weight loss. I want to talk to that person out there who truly knows without a shadow of a doubt that your health is your greatest wealth. Yes, I am live. I want to, for real, share some incredible results because commitment, long after the moment in which you set it in, I can guarantee you that you will definitely get results. All right. So my name is Pam McCray. I'm coming to you live all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast to everything in between. And I am super excited on this Thankful Tuesday, this Transformation Tuesday, in which I just wanted to come on here and share with each and every one of you how one little yes to yourself can truly bring about change. And so I want to talk to that person out there that came into this year with some goals, with some dreams, with some things, some ideals that you had in your mind in which maybe perhaps they're not going the way that you intended them to go. You see, straight up, I just want to say it is truly our lives and we have to make a decision to own them. And many times we don't really realize that the challenges and the things that we end up going through in life, that they are truly all preparation that will end up leading us to the results that we want to see happen. But we have to make a commitment. We have to make a decision. We have to decide that, you know what, we are going to go through the process in order to truly become that person that we want to become. And so I'm real passionate about being an entrepreneur. I'm real passionate about all of those out there who say that, you know what, I realize that I have to work a job, right? I have to bring this income into my household, but you want more in life. You want to be able to accomplish some other things in life. You want to be able to, you know, create a legacy for your family. You want to be able to actually get up and to really enjoy life to the point to where you are moving and operating in your purpose, you know, every single day. And I can remember being that woman who once didn't believe in myself, who honestly always wanted something different to happen in my life, but I really didn't know how to bring it about. And that's just simply because I didn't understand my full purpose. You see, outside of being a wife, outside of being a mother to my phenomenal children. But I can tell you the journey of change, the journey of growth, the journey of really understanding that in order to bring about the results that each and every one of us deserve in life, is that we have to decide that, you know what, it truly is about us growing mentally. It is about us making decisions. It is about us making a decision that we are going to do the things necessary in order to grow. So the journey truly started just simply because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so somebody listening tonight, you may be that person in which you're sick and tired of maybe starting things and stopping things. You're sick and tired of maybe starting things and quitting on yourself. You're sick and tired of saying that you're going to do something, but you actually don't do it. Because that was me. You see, I was that woman who would start a lot of different things. I would end up quitting them just simply because I wanted the support of other people, or I allowed opinions of others to really take me off my game, or I just really wasn't putting in the work necessary to create the results that I wanted to see. So I realized that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting something different in our life. And it's not until you really come to that point to where you are saying enough is enough, to where that change will begin to come about in your life. And so I was at that point in which I needed to have something, because not only were we in a season in our life in which we were struggling financially, but I was struggling with some health goals. I was struggling with losing some belly fat. And I come to you now at 53 years old, just really excited after coming off of a challenge that I challenged myself through our fitness community, that my husband and I have, in which I said, you know what, for 15 days, I'm going to commit to my waistline. For 15 days, I'm going to commit to giving of myself to a group of women who said, you know what, Pam, I'm ready. To a group of women who said, you know, I'm going to commit to me. As you commit to you, I'm going to commit to me. And together we're going to be committed, and together we're going to get it done. You see, after losing 22 pounds in the year of 22, after losing 4.5 inches off of my waistline, I can tell you that I truly have the answer to that person that's saying, you know what? I don't believe that is possible. To that person who has tried everything under the sun, in which, you know what, you may have tried this diet plan, this type of situation. You may have literally starved yourself, you know, in order to try to achieve your goals, not realizing that that's not the answer, but you still have some hope. You still realize that, you know, I have to do some things differently in order to get the weight off. I have to now pay attention to my health, because if we're not proactive for our health, then what's going to end up happening? We end up being reactive for our health. And so I always knew that, you know, as I began to get older, because I really didn't pay attention to the things that my mom was trying to instill in me when it came time to eating healthy and living healthy as a kid. But it's amazing how, as we began to grow into adulthood, right, that we start to understand the things that our parents are telling us. We start to understand the things that they're instilling in us. We start to understand the values that they're instilling in us at that time. But as kids, we really don't, right? And so, you know, as I began to get older, as I really understood that, you know, my knees were bothering me just simply because I couldn't even bend down and get back up and without my knees hurting. And I then began to realize that for every pound of weight loss, that is 3 pounds of pressure off of my knees. So imagine being put in the position in which, you know, the struggle is real. Imagine being put in a position in which you're dependent upon a stream of income, right? Like a job, and then you look up and absolutely no income is coming into your household. But you have some products that come into your life that can not only change your life physically, but it can also change your life financially. And so it was literally just a commitment to myself. As I began to commit to me, as I began to commit to saying that, you know what, I refuse to have this belly fat, I started to sip on a simple product that I was presented with that actually began to cleanse out my body, that began to get all of the garbage out. And a lot of times we don't even realize that the air that we breathe is toxic. The food that we eat is toxic. The things in this world are truly toxic. So if we are truly concerned about our health, if we really understand self-love, then we will really understand the fact that we have to do some things sometimes in order to make sure that our health is on point. And so it was a little cup of tea in which I can tell you that I've been able to leverage this. You know, one of the things that I've been committed to, and I really have stayed committed to, that in addition to exercising, in addition to drinking my water, in addition to eating better, because I had stopped eating meat a long time ago, and I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm a pescatarian. And so I really pay attention to the things that I'm putting in my body. But there's been some products that have been able to help me to achieve my goals. Some simple products that have been able to get the garbage out. Some simple products that have been able to help me to keep clear skin. Some simple products that have been able to help me to sleep better. Because the bottom line is, when you remove the toxicity out of your body, then guess what? You're going to start to feel better. You're going to start to see better. You're going to start to do things better. You're going to start to feel stronger. You're going to start to have the energy necessary in order to make it through life. And so it all started with a little cup of tea that I can tell you that I still sip on, that has been able to help me to achieve some amazing results right here. It's known as the Iaso tea. And when you sip on it, it's real simple, right? When you make it, it's real simple. You're simply going to boil a pot of water. You throw these tea bags in. You make a whole entire gallon, and imagine just sipping on it twice a day with lunch and dinner. It's almost dinner time. So I am getting ready to sip on this glass. And not only is it cleaning out my body, but I am going to eliminate all of the garbage that is in my system. And so, you know, when you really think about the fact that a lot of times people don't understand the power of getting the garbage out, right? And then we really don't know the reasons why so many different people battle with things in their body. It is because of the fact that many of the foods that we eat, we really don't pay attention to the labels. We really don't pay attention to what people are putting into these products. But I could tell you, it's like every single day we're seeing things. Every single day, it's like, stop doing this, stop doing that, don't do this because you're doing this to that. You know, the other day I ran up on just simply orange juice and how, you know, what they're doing to that. And so it's like, at this point in time in life, it's like, do we just eat grass, you know, and drink some water? Because there are just so many things happening to our foods. I even saw something about ginger the other day, right? Natural ginger, on how they are spraying stuff on it in order to chemicals, in order to stop the growth of the ginger as it's being transported. So when you understand these things, ladies and gentlemen, you really have to take the time to think. Take the time to understand that there are ways that we can kind of counteract what's happening, but we only can do that if we begin to pay attention. And so that's why I really love these products that I literally have been taking for over 8 years now. And it really just started with this little glass of tea. It's one of the products that we have here. It's one of the most powerful products. And so if you're out there and you've been struggling with your health goals, if you're out there and you just simply need to cleanse, if you're out there and you're saying, you know what, I need to lose 5 pounds, right? I need to lose some weight. I need to get this belly fat off, right? I want my belly to go on flat, then it can all start with this little pack of tea, right? So then once I started to get the garbage out of my body, and I began to understand that it truly is about lifestyle changes, right? Those lifestyle changes mean that, you know, I'm going to commit to eating better. I'm going to commit to exercising, right? One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that our overall heart health is dependent upon our body moving every single day. So whether you're doing some jumping jacks, whether you are lifting weights, you have to do something for your physical body so that when you get older, you're able to continue to do the things that you want to do, right? You're not having to be wheelchair bound. You're not having to be, you know, in a position in which your bones hurt and everything hurts, right? So you get the garbage out, and then you're going to put the nutrients back in with our liquid vitamin, right? So I sip on this every single day. This is one of the ones that comes in a bottle form, but it's the combination of this system that is going to get the garbage out, put the nutrients back into your body. And 1 tablespoon, 1 pack of this is like eating 10 salads, right? Which I know nobody has eaten today. Nobody's even excited about eating today. But what if I told you that 1 salad literally can help to deter, you know, your brain declining, right? You know, studies show that just eating 1 salad, right, a green salad, and imagine having a product that's going to give you the nutrients of a salad, but 1 salad can help to strengthen your brain every single day, because obviously our brain controls everything. And when we get older, we don't want to have to deal with our brain declining, because it's not a good situation. I watched that. I literally had to go through that as we watched my mom decline. And I could tell you, as a daughter, it was the hardest thing for me. I can remember just trying to get these doctors to give her this product in order to bring about the change. But I'm thankful, because even though I was unable to help my mom in that aspect, I'll never forget the fact of what this product did for my dad, right? My dad was 96 years old when he left this earth. But imagine being that daughter that is by his side. You're the baby of 5, and you're the chosen one, and you're the caregiver, making sure that your parents have everything that they could possibly need. You have the opportunity. You're blessed to be that one to give back, but then to also be that one that's sitting there by his side as you're building businesses, as an entrepreneur. You're doing different things, but your dad's health is declining. Right? I went through this, and I remember the day like yesterday when they told me that I had to sign this piece of paper because his health was so bad, to the point where they really didn't expect him to live but about 6 months. I remember leaving there after signing that paper and crying tears. And my dad was 92 years old, but I still was like, Daddy got a long, long life to live, right? And so I remember crying, but I also remember giving him and telling the caregivers to give my dad just a tablespoon of this incredible product every single day. Well, I could tell you, and I give God all the glory, because not only was my dad who was flat on his back, he had stopped responding, he wasn't communicating, he couldn't, he was wheelchair bound for over 2 years. I watched him literally take steps with a walker. But not only did he start to have full-blown conversations, not only did his memory get incredible, and we were truly blessed to have more time with my dad as he was on this earth for another 4 years. He didn't leave here until 96. And I can tell you that during that season in which the world had shut down, during that season in which I had to talk to my dad through a window, I couldn't even hug him or do anything. I just remember getting that phone call in which he said his time here, his purpose here on this earth was done. He just closed his eyes and he went to sleep peacefully in order to join my mom. And I'm forever grateful for that, because I can tell you, as a daughter, being able to be put in a position to not just help your parents physically, but to be in a position to where you can help your parents financially. That was my very dream. And I thank God because of these products and because of a connection to a community and a culture, that I was truly, as my husband and I have been, we were able to do so many things for my parents and for his parents, and just in general for people around the world. It has truly been a blessing. So I ask you, as an entrepreneur, one of the things that I could truly say is that it is not about us, but it is about how many lives can we impact? How many lives can we help to change along the way? And so one connection to a cup of tea not only helped me to understand that, I do have a purpose, as I was able to become more confident in myself, because in the beginning of this, I couldn't do a live like this. I couldn't talk on a call. I couldn't do any of the things that I'm able to do today, but it was the confidence that really was instilled back into me, which was already there. But I began to become more confident in myself because I became so confident in these products, and I saw what they were doing for so many people around the world as the testimony started to happen left and right, as lives began to change, as people who struggle with weight loss, like Jacinda Mitchell, who literally lost a whole person, lost 145 pounds in 8 months. As I heard so many different stories and testimonies of individuals who were struggling with their weight loss goals, and yet they were looking for something, but they didn't find it. Or perhaps an individual who is struggling in their health and they don't feel good, they're sluggish, like Sunita Rashan, who is a mom, she's a wife, and I could tell you, I remember when I met her, from the internet about 8 years ago. It wasn't about weight loss for Sunita, but I could tell you what it was for Sunita was that she was a breast cancer survivor, and she was looking for something because she was sluggish, right? All of the chemicals that were in her body, she needed to get them out, right? Or perhaps somebody like Gemma James Graham, who, at that time, she was looking for a way to battle, being overweight, right? It was something that her family dealt with, and she knew that she needed to be the game changer for her family. And not only was she able to drop like 25 pounds in a matter of time from sipping on this simple tea, imagine now it birthing something else, her now moving in her passion and her purpose to being able to birth something in which she can help to change lives physically, and to now operate in a further purpose that she has. And so sometimes in life, you just need a connection. Sometimes in life, you just need something in which you can buy into that's bigger than yourself, so that now you can be able to move forward and able to grow as that person, as those gifts that are already on the inside of you are there, but they're lying dormant and they're just waiting to be activated, right? And so as a result of the connection to these products, I can tell you from an energy standpoint, because my husband and I, we do a lot, right? And as an entrepreneur, one of the things that I could truly say is that, a lot of times people look at entrepreneurs and don't really realize that, it takes a lot of work to create success, right? And I think that sometimes people shy away from it, but you want to find that thing that you can do that belongs to you, that you totally control, unlike a job. because a job can come in at any point in time and say, we no longer need you. Trust us. We understand it because it happened to us. But when you have something in which you can build of your own, when you have something that you can control, when you now begin to create other avenues, because the entrepreneur, the smart entrepreneur, creates multiple streams of income. The rich and the wealthy have multiple streams of income. That is the only way that you're going to be able to leave a legacy for your family, right? So you're going to need some energy. And this is one of the ways that we get it done. It's an all natural energy capsule that literally is going to turn on the energy. It helps me to burn some of the fat. You want to know how I was able to burn some of this fat in this 15-day waistline challenge that I just got finished doing, to have the energy to commit to saying, okay, ladies, for 15 days straight, regardless of what was going on in my life, to say it is time for us to work out. It is time for us to get these waistlines. It is time for us to commit to change. It is time for us to have these summer bodies. I had to have some energy, right? I had to turn on the energy. I had to focus, which is what that capsule is going to do. It's going to help you to focus. It's known as the happy pill. So you're able to get up and to smile every single day. So it's some incredible products. And that's just a few that we have here. But what I love is I'm able to share them with the world. Not only am I able to change my life, my whole family's life, but guess what? I'm able to share them with people who want to hear about them. I'm able to share them with people who say, you know what? I want to achieve my health goals. I'm able to share them with people who say, I have been playing with my health, right? I can go out and I can spend money on drive-thrus and on everything else. But when it comes to time to our health, we often have this mindset that it's too expensive. We often have this mindset that I can't afford that. But I can tell you what's worse is allowing yourself to find yourself in a position where you no longer have your health. And now we're sitting back and we're wondering, why is this happening to me? When we had the opportunity to get ahead of it. We had the opportunity to be proactive so that we're not reactive towards the one thing that if we don't have it, you cannot accomplish anything in this world. Try getting sick. Try getting a cold. Try feeling some kind of way and see how much you get done that day. Probably nothing. So why is it that we put it on the back burner? Why is it that we don't pay attention to the things that can actually bring about the change and we just accept it and think that it's okay? It's not okay. It's self-love when you take care of yourself. But now imagine having a way, because now I want to talk to that person. I want to shift real quick, because what I love about the products is that when you have something that works, what do you think? People want it. When you have something that delivers results and you really don't have to talk too much, all you have to do is share what it's done for you, then what's going to happen is people are going to now come to find out what it is that you have because they want it. When you are able to solve a problem, you see the wealthy out there, the reason why they're wealthy is because they solved the problem. So now when you're able to put yourself in a position to where you could become a problem solver, and you are now tapping into an industry that truly right now is a $4.4 trillion industry, right? The health and wellness industry, it's growing. By 2025, it is going to be a $6.99 trillion industry. What is that saying? That's saying that people are paying attention to their health. That's saying that somebody out there is looking for the next thing to purchase that is going to work in order to solve their problem. So we got the answer. So I want to talk to that person out there that's saying, you know what, Pam, I'm sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sick and tired of getting up and giving up my time, my energy, sitting in traffic every single day and going to a job in which they have determined my worth. But I know that I am worth more and I need more. And I can't just be dependent upon a 25-cent raise, a 50-cent raise, a $1 raise at the end of the day, because I need more. We are living in a season, ladies and gentlemen, in which if you haven't paid attention to the prices, if you haven't paid attention to the things that are going up, the necessities in this world, and understand that we all have to make more money, then I want you to understand tonight, because that is the season that we're in. And so imagine you now being able to tap into the health and wellness industry with some incredible products that absolutely work. You see, what I love about This is that it's simple. You see, we have something over here called the 25X system, in which if you just say, I just want this tea, if I just want to get this tea and I want to be able to share it with some other people, well, what's going to end up happening when you ask somebody, hey, do you or anybody you know want to lose 5 pounds? What do you think is going to happen? And you can now deliver something that will help somebody to lose 5 pounds. They're going to want this tea, right? It's retail is what we have. And so when they want the tea, you literally can sell 1 pack of this tea. 1 pack of this tea you can sell for $25. It's going to deliver an incredible 1-week cleanse, right? You can get 25 packs of this tea for $299. You don't have $299, it's okay. You can get a 10-pack for about $100. But I can tell you, you are going to double your investment, double to triple your investment by selling 1 pack of this tea. Because if you go out and you now sell 25 packs of that tea, what's going to end up happening is you just make $625 from a $299 investment. It's simple math. Now you just solve some problems, because when you now share this tea with somebody who sips it, they drink it, they say, oh my gosh, I had an elimination like never before. Right? So they're getting the garbage out of their body. They start to see the waistline come down, the inches come off. Y'all, I could sit down with y'all know the no rolls. You know how you sit down, you get rolls, right? For real, okay? All right, I can sit down. I can say that I'm almost a part of the no rolls club, all right? Where you can sit down and not have your stomach done lapping over your lap, right? Is that what it's called, right? And so anyway, it's because of the products. So now you sell the tea. It's real simple. You don't even have to sell the tea. You're just really sharing the tea, because you're sharing what it did for you. You're sharing what these products did for you. And when you share what the products have done for you, what's going to happen is you're going to start to attract people who say, wait a minute, hold on. I've been struggling. I need to find a way to lose this belly fat. I need to find a way to achieve my health goals, my weight loss goals. And so it's a game changer, right? And that's your hand-to-hand sales, not to mention that when people go to your state-of-the-art website and they decide to purchase this product from you, you're going to earn a 50% commission. So it's literally like being connected to a warehouse, right? A distributor, right? Where you become the middleman of this product, in which now you are delivering the answer. But guess what? You're able to get paid. Short, sweet, and to the point. Now, a lot of times that's where people want to start, right? You just want to have some product. You want to deliver the answer, and you just want to make this extra cash. And you can definitely do that here. But there's some other components in which you can actually tap into if you decide that, you know what, there's some other people out there that saying, wait a minute, Pam, I need to make some money. How can I get involved in this? And you start to build a team, right? It's what we do in this industry. It's called network marketing. And a lot of times when people hear network marketing, they're like, oh my gosh, that's a scam. That's a scheme. No, it's not. It's a pyramid. That's what I hear all the time. Oh, it's one of them pyramids. Listen, your job is a pyramid. The church is a pyramid. The school system is a pyramid. The family is a pyramid. Everything is a pyramid structure. Okay. I just want to help people to understand this, because this is one of the things that I hear not necessarily to us, but I hear people in our team sharing this, like, how do I handle this? Well, I want you to understand that everything has that structure. A pyramid scheme is when you are transferring money, right? Y'all go back to 2020, where everybody was approaching you with these ways to make money. All right, where there was nothing but money being transferred in these groups. Hello, that was a scheme. That was a scam. But when you have products that work, and all you do is you become the middleman, because word of mouth is the best form of marketing and advertising, that's called direct sales. That's called not having to go out and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to start your own traditional brick and mortar or any kind of business. You have been able to tap into a proven system, a plan that already works, that you didn't have to design, you didn't have to pay for, you didn't have to hire the customer service, you didn't have to hire the shipping department, you didn't have to do anything except I'm just going to pay my money I'm going to stay active so that I can have me some product in hands. And now you're going to get paid. That's what it is. And I want you to understand that it's an industry that has created more documented millionaires. This ring represents multiple, okay? And so I can tell you that it's an industry that works. It's an industry that allowed my husband and I to be inducted into the $1 Million Hall of Fame with products that work. That's what we do, okay? And if you choose to invite other people to join you in business, then yes, you have a team. And so now you're able to tap into other levels that we get paid here, but it's a choice. It's a choice as to whether you want to recruit people into your organization. It's a choice as to whether you want to tap into the fact that now you can get a fast start bonus, or you start to get binary pays that can pay up to $20,000 a week. It's truly a choice. Or whether you decide you want to climb from level to level and hit rank from rank. It's a choice. Not everybody chooses to do it. Not everybody wants that level of sacrifice, because I can tell you that it's not a get rich quick scheme. You have to work in order to achieve rings like what's on my finger. You have to sacrifice in order to get things like this. You have to have some sleepless nights and be able to pour into people constantly, day in and day out. But one thing that I can tell you that everybody could do is sell a pack of tea and make that extra money. One pack of this tea we pay about $10 for. You're able to sell it for $25. Seriously? That's a game changer, y'all. Okay? That's a game changer. And this literally can help you to tap into having that extra income coming into your household, in which in a season like what we're in right now, in which you need extra, in a season in which you may be saying, I don't know how to pay my car note. I don't know how to pay my light bill. I don't know how I'm going to pay my child's tuition, right? I don't know, how we're going to eat dinner tonight. I know what that feels like, because that was once us. And that was the reason why my husband and I made a decision over, almost 30 years ago to believe in this industry, to try business after business after business, as we failed for over 20 years before we said yes to the company that allowed us and became a part of something that gave us some products, a culture that allowed us to be able to build something that we called and we were able to create success in. And it was because of the culture, it was because of the community, and it was because of the products and everything that at that time, as things were beginning to grow, things were changing and things were happening. And so we have some incredible products that are life-changing. And so if you're listening tonight and you're sick and tired of struggling with your health goals, if you're sick and tired of getting on the scale and the scale is not moving, or maybe you don't even own the scale, right? You've thrown the scale out the door, right? Because it's not going in the direction that you want to go in. If you are sick and tired of, not being able to walk up the steps without huffing and puffing, or maybe your bones and your joints hurt, right? Like my knees used to hurt me. I couldn't even bend down and get back up without holding on to something. But once I lost that 22 pounds, that was 3 pounds of pressure off of my knees for every pound. That was 66 pounds of pressure off of my knees. That's why you see me squatting now, because I'm excited. And I feel absolutely amazing at the age of 53. So what I want you to do is get back with whoever invited you on here tonight, right? If it's me, send me a DM and say, Pam, I need some of that tea. All right. I need to try a week of this tea. Ask me how to get it, right? And if you're out there tonight and you're saying, I need to make some cash. Yeah, right? You need another stream of income, right? Because if you don't have at least 7 of them, you need some more. Okay. So if you need another stream of income, then reach out to me or get back with the person that invited you on here tonight and find out how you can get in position with this incredible tea, literally, and start tonight and get paid tomorrow, because that is what is happening with this product, to where we could show you how you can get started tonight and get paid tomorrow. And you might be saying, well, Pam, I don't have $299. I don't even have $100. I don't even have $50 to my name. Well, I could tell you, I can relate, because I remember when we first got started, we did not even have the money to invest, because this is an investment. It's not an expense. It's an investment when you want change. And so I can remember literally borrowing the money. What's the name? IASO. I remember borrowing the money, IASO. I remember borrowing the money to say yes to this. And that was the best borrowing we could have ever done. Like 100%. I'm not telling you to do that. But if you're serious about change, all you have to do is get back with the person who invited you on here tonight. And I promise you, that person can show you how you can grab a hold and get in position and be able to leverage OPM, which is other people's money. All right. And so all you got to do is have a drive, a why, and some motivation, and the tenacity to say, I want change now, and watch the change begin to happen. So with that being said, this conversation is going to come to an end. I just want to say, if you're ready to be healthy, let's sip. If you're ready to make some extra money, let's sip. It's tea time. All right. So say yes to you, say yes to change. And I look forward to each and every one of you being healthy, because 2023, your health is your greatest wealth as we move forward. And I just want to say to each and every one of you that it's time for you to dig down deep. It's time for you to realize your goals and your dreams. It's time for you to move in your purpose as an entrepreneur, right? To do some things that you are supposed to do, to find a vehicle that will help you to now move forward, that you can say yes to, start to build other things. I don't know. Had I not sipped on this tea, I don't know if I would be so passionate about fitness. I don't know if I would have just committed to 15 days in a waistline challenge. But I can tell you, as a result of this tea, I'm passionate about health. I'm passionate about fitness. I'm passionate about our fitness community that we're building with the IEO Fit Life community, that my husband and I, we're passionate about giving back to entrepreneurs with our personal development academy, IEO the Academy. I can tell you, see, as a result of all of this, one yes, and me saying, listen, you got a purpose, for real. Outside of being a mother and a wife, there's more for you to do in this world. I'm thankful. All right, so say yes to you. And I just want to say, listen, I don't care what it looked like right now. All you got to do is bring about the change, right? All you got to do is say yes. I forgot. But it's okay. Just know it's winning season. All right, y'all. Say yes to you. Say yes to change. Let's sip and knock out some gold. Good night. Love you guys. Trying to eat on the West Coast. East Coast, you shouldn't have other. Good night, y'all.